Welcome to Nerds Chatting, movie, TV, comic chat. Thanks for tuning in.
First bit of news, pretty big. It's a pretty big bit of news.
Yeah!
So, Star Wars Episode 8 has finally been given its title, or at least it's had its title released. Apparently, Ryan Johnson? That's not right, his name.
Gosling?
Ryan, the guy that wrote and directed it. Hang on. I was right, Ryan Johnson.
I know, I was just messing with you. It's fun.
Ryan Johnson had the name, from the moment he started. He knew the name, but they've only just released it. And he released a picture of the edit suite as well.
Yeah.
And he said, felt so good to drop this into the edit. So, almost like, I hadn't put it in there yet. You had.
Of course
we
had.
know you had. It's released in December, but it's done. We know the film is about as close to done as it's going to get.
What do you think of the title? Because I love it.
Star Wars The Last Jedi.
I think it's simple, basic, but at the same time smacks of Star Wars lore. And I love it.
Would you like to know a direct quote of what Mark Hamill has said from his opinion of it?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, I thought you might. That's
would,
why
yeah.
I looked up. Okay,
this is a podcast, right? We talk about things like this.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Let's do it.
In case anyone doesn't know, Mark Hamill played Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy.
That's the guy.
That's the one. Yeah.
Better known as the Joker, right?
Yes, more people would know him as the Joker.
Sure, yeah. I mean, this is going to be like a very small indie film. Not a lot of people will probably know about this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's looking great, I have to say. In this interview I saw with him,
Mark Hamill, man.
Yeah. But he's looking trim and beardy and looks a lot like Luke Skywalker.
I mean, he's probably under contract to stay in shape.
Yeah. Anyway, so he was asked. I think he was sort of put on the spot when he was talking about some other stuff, and he said when they were making the movie, he was told the title straight away, and he was like, "Don't tell me these things. I'm paranoid. I'll leak it. You mustn't tell me."
Well, if they leak anything, suits from Disney show up and
they take their houses away.
Yeah. They leave them penniless on the street.
But anyway, so he was joking that he was a bit like, I mustn't know anything. Don't tell me anything, because he's a total nerd like us. But he said, he said, the interviewer said, "What do you think? What do you think about it?"
What's your reaction to the title?
Well, it's got a real samurai. It's straightforward and minimalist, and I like that.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
Straightforward and
that word.
That word, minimalist.
Yeah.
I mean, it evokes the reference back to The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise.
Yes.
And Tom Cruise, was he the last samurai? It wasn't about him, though. It was about the last samurai that actually existed.
And
the Japanese samurai.
Jedi is a reference to samurai.
There's not a lot of cross-cultural references, aren't there?
And also, it's interesting, it's a bit like sheeps as a word. The plural of sheep, obviously, is sheeps. But the plural of Jedi is Jedi.
Yes. So
and
it
the
could
plural
just
of
mean
samurai is samurai. So.
The Jedi that are around at the moment, and it's Rey and it's Luke, these are the last at the moment.
Can I put out my shout, my hashtag called it?
Yes.
Because we're going to talk theories on this, right? What the Last Jedi it means.
Yes.
Okay, so I said this on the text to you, remember?
No.
Okay. Excellent. This is how our friendship works.
Yeah, I
tell
know,
you something.
I'm very
you
sorry.
Go, I've forgotten. You tell me something, I go, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so I reckon.
Okay.
Here's my tinfoil hat theory.
Oh, God.
The Last Jedi that this is referencing is Kylo Ren.
Oh.
And because I think Luke will die.
Right. No.
Rey won't be trained up, or Luke will decide he's no longer a Jedi. Something will happen where there are no longer any Jedi. But I think something horrible will happen to Luke. Rey won't be fully trained up and will get seriously injured in a battle towards the end of this.
No.
At which point Kylo, having torn inwardly with his being drawn to the light side, will decide he is a Jedi after all. And he will become the last Jedi, set up at the end of the movie for the third film when he is to fight Snoke. So the Last Jedi is Kylo Ren.
Wow. I'm going to stand right here
right?
and say I don't agree with any of what you just said. I think that is completely and utterly wrong.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Well, you wait another 11 months.
I will wait those 11 months. I will.
And then we'll talk
I
about
am
it
prepared to wait that time. That specific amount of time, I am prepared to wait for it.
What do you reckon about The Last Jedi?
I think it's Jedi plural, and it doesn't mean one person, it means several people.
Are you sure you think that's a curveball?
Yeah. I want to do a very quick shout out to that image that we found
Oh, yeah, it was
the other
great.
day.
Yeah.
I can't remember where I found it now. It was I shared it on the Nerds Chatting on the Twitter account, but it was the 3 title cards for this trilogy of films. So it was The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and the third film was From His Nap.
Yeah, so
and I
it
just
spells
thought
out
that
a
was
sentence, yeah.
absolutely the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. It was
Yeah, it's
brilliant.
good.
Absolutely brilliant.
Let's be pernickety, like the nerds that we are.
Okay.
And let's talk about the colour of the font.
Yes, well, Revenge of the Jedi, as it was originally called, changed to Return of the Jedi, was originally a red font.
Indeed.
I think it stayed that way, did it not? I'm going to say it did.
yes.
Yeah, I think it did. It probably did. I don't know if it did. I'm pretty sure it did. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. I can't even remember.
Oh my
but
gosh.
I don't. Do you know what? I don't think it means a lot at all. The red font. I
No.
really don't.
Is it
Really
just another
genuinely
curveball?
don't. Although, what it could mean, a little bit going with what you said, is it could mean that at the end of Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader came back to the light side of the Force, the good side. He remembered the good in himself.
Yeah.
Maybe this could lead to Kylo Ren remembering that he is actually Ben Solo, and he comes back to the light side at the end.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but he's
I just
not.
said that.
Luke's not going to die. Luke is not going to die. Luke is going to do some crazy, massive Jedi power stuff in this film that's going to blow our mind. It's going to make the Darth Vader scene in Rogue One pale in comparison to what Luke does in this film. He's going to like pull a Star Destroyer out of the sky and throw it around.
That's kind of been threatened in lots of different lore for a long time.
It's been done by what's his face,
It's in
Star
Thor-
Killer in the Force Unleashed, or what
Unleashed,
it's
yeah.
called. Yeah.